Star Wars Best of 2023? You betcha. Let's take a look back. Now, this is all, of course, according to them. We're all going to be very different in terms of which Star Wars you liked, if you liked any at all. Here we go. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Coach here at Echo Base Network for Nick on this one. First of all, special thoughts and prayers to our EBN family member, Becky, who has been recently diagnosed with breast cancer. So we're waiting to hear back. Becky, thoughts and prayers to you. We love you very much. Hang in there, keep us updated, and we are with you and support you for sure. Now let's talk a little bit about this article here. StarWars.com releases Star Wars is best of 2023, and ironically enough, it's not all Star Wars because maybe there wasn't that much good. I don't know. Let's see what they say. So here it is on the official Star Wars site, Star Wars best of 2023, and it says here, as we count down to the end of 2023, here are our favorite Star Wars announcements, releases, and moments from another banner year. Was it a banner year? I would say no. Star Wars got to get back on track. But anyways, here we go. Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 2 made us cry in the best way. Now, I will say, some of the episodes in The Bad Batch Season 2 were okay. Pretty good. Some of them I didn't care for that much. But as a whole, I'm okay with The Bad Batch. Maybe it's because I'm getting a little older. The animated things just aren't resonating with me like they did 10 years ago. I don't know. I'm nearing 50. I guess that just happens. Another thing that they say, The Mandalorian took us back to Mandalorian Season 3 of the Disney Plus series. Now, personal opinion, The Mandalorian Season 3 was so bad, it shouldn't even be on a best of list because most of the fans, most of us expect The Mandalorian to, or would have expected The Mandalorian to be up there high, you know, doing great things as a Star Wars show like they did in Season 1 and 2, but Season 3 was a really big letdown. It honestly was. They could not maintain the pace, the continuance of giving us pretty good Star Wars with The Mandalorian Season 1 and 2. And, you know, honestly, this will make some people mad, but this is how I feel. Mandalorian Season 2, and even 1, has given us some of the best Star Wars live action we've ever had. I said some of. Obviously, it, you know, as a whole, it doesn't even get close to George Lucas Star Wars, but Mando Season 3, I don't feel that one. Ahsoka arrived, the next one up. And she brought along some familiar friends in Sabine, Hera, and Ezra, and more. I enjoyed watching the show and making content for the show and talking about the show, but it started out pretty strong for me, but it fell off. I kind of feel like the majority of the fandom, it seemed, were seeing it differently than me. In the beginning, I was down and 100% in it, first 3 episodes. After that, it kind of lost me and just, you know, whatever. Again, wow, this is not an overwhelming positive thing. You know, Mando and Ahsoka. And these are things that they're proud of. Let's continue. We got hyped for all the big announcements, 3 new films, 2 new live-action series, and other stories to discover. Well, I don't think the fans did. That's the problem that Star Wars is having. There's I would say less than half of Star Wars fans are feeling the Daisy Ridley returning Rey as in a movie with Charmin Obaid-Chinoy. You know, I know there's people that are excited about that, but I'm just not. And, you know, what would get me excited is good Star Wars coming out. Not more talk. That's definitely not what we need. Man, I had no idea I was going to be this negative in it, but got to shoot straight and be honest. And then Jedi Survivor. Now, look, cast myself out there right away. Didn't even play all the way through the first one. Didn't even get this one, but I know people loved it. I know people, I watched people stream it. There were a lot of gamers that were very happy with this game. So yeah, that's a win for Star Wars. Jedi Survivor, Cal Kestis, the story continues. So good deal. Cal Kestis returned with the release of Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and we meet Kay Vess with the announcement of Star Wars Outlaws. Now, there are some interesting releases or news for video games. Now, this one, I can fully get behind. Return of the Jedi, in its 40th celebration, went back to the theater. Now, where did Lucasfilm drop the ball? Where did Disney drop the ball? They didn't hardly promote it. And it still performed extremely well. And I bought those tickets. Me and Nick and our channel member and friend here, Mattuine, met, ate dinner, went and watched the movie. And look, I've never seen a better movie in the theater than Return of the Jedi. Never have. Never will. So, pretty good. The High Republic, the Eye of Darkness. Star Wars The High Republic Phase 2 ended and Phase 3 arrived. I don't know a thing about it. So if that's your thing, wonderful. Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures birthed Nubs Nation. Never watched it. Never will. Star Wars Visions Volume 2 dropped. Now, look. Nothing wrong with anime. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I almost said animation. But this shouldn't be in the things that we're most pleased about this year. Should it? Am I wrong there? I don't know. Ooh, Toy People. HasLab bringing in The Ghost with Hera Syndulla. Now, that's pretty dope. That's a win for Toy People. Yeah, definitely. Crowdfunded, HasLab, made it, released, boom. So if that's your kind of thing, now if they ever do an AT-AT, I think I might have to get that. The Dark Droids and Tales from the Death Star brought horror to the galaxy. Star Wars has explored horror before, but never quite like this. Dark Droids, the latest Marvel Star Wars Comics crossover event, has introduced a new kind of threat known as the Scourge, a droid that can assimilate other mechanical beings throughout the galaxy and use them to kill and devour. All right, so our Comet people got something with a little twist, so good for them. And then this one, Indy. Harrison Ford reclaimed his hat as Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny arrived. Now, some people say, he's just too old, son. He couldn't do it. But Harrison Ford was fine. It was the story. But again, this isn't Star Wars. It's close, I guess. It's under the umbrella, Lucasfilm. But for Star Wars to be putting this on their page, I guess, I mean, it doesn't fit. Don't put it on the page. Just make a separate thing praising Harrison Ford. Thank you, Harrison, for your return, whatever. But making this in your top list, I just don't know. And that's it, guys. That is it. The things that Star Wars are the most proud of for this banner 2023 year. So now I got to hear from you. What belongs on that list? What doesn't? What did they get right? What did they miss? What did I get right? What did I miss? And here's to 2024. Hope it's better. Thanks for being here. We are your Echo Base Network. Merry Christmas to all of you. See you on the next one.